glove service, that type of embodiment of because you deserve the best in everything that we do. And in order to do that, that means that we need all of our realty pros. We need you guys on board. We need you guys to shine. We need you guys moving to the front, right? So the first thing we're going to talk about today is our marketing. Somebody put a reaction in the chat because listen, you can have an open house all day, but how many of us know that the real legwork goes into the prep? Everything that happens before the actual open house begins, that is where the work is. That is where your presence is felt, right? So, as it pertains to marketing, the first and most important thing that we're going to do in terms of marketing is going to be online. Somebody type in that chat online. Online. In fact, if all of you can type that in the chat online, because that is where your presence is going to be seen. That is where you're going to have the largest audience, right? So, Mr. Porter, I see that somebody is having a problem logging into the meeting. I see Denise is dropping that in the chat. If you could send her the access information, either Mr. Porter or Miss Pat, to make sure she's able to join us. Absolutely. But I'm loving it. I see you guys. You said online because listen, you may be able to knock 100 doors, but if you put something online, you may be able to reach 1,000 people. You may be able to reach 2,000 people, right? So obviously it increases your bandwidth. It increases the breadth of the people that will be able to see the information that you're sharing. So for every last Realty Pro, I want for all of you to post an invite to the open house. Every last platform that you're on, every last social media page that you have, I want you to post that open house. I want you to put it in your stories. I want you to share it with anybody that you think would benefit from that information. And some of us are in various groups. So you may know, some people that are in a different echelon that may, they may have the appetite for that type of luxury property, but it's really going to do something not only for Porterhouse as a whole, but for each and every last Realty Pro. When people see you posting your broker's information for a luxury property, now what are they going to see? They're going to say, oh, wow, I saw Cheryl Waller posted a $2.2 million house. I saw Donisha doing an open house in $2.2 million. And what does that do for every last Realty Pro? It now does exactly what your broker's been talking about all year long. It elevates you. It elevates all of you and the mindset of the clients that you work with on a day-to-day basis, right? Because obviously we serve all of our clients with exceptional service, and we're looking to make sure that we capture a market in certain price points as well. So it's not one or the other. We're looking to push and promote and elevate every last Realty Pro. Okay. So if you're looking for that opportunity to say, yes, I do want to be associated in this luxury space, let me see you put some type of thumbs up or something in the chat because I need to make sure that I'm talking to the right audience today. I see you, Cheryl. Cheryl said yes. All right. What about the rest of you? I see you, Shayla. I see you, Gina. All right. Listen, I need to know that I'm talking to the right audience. Okay, Aurelia, I see you. Excellent. So then that's the purpose of everything that it is that we're doing. We want you guys posting it. I see you, Donisha. Post it and post online. I see you, Ronald. Post this information. Make sure that everybody, everywhere that you have an online account, it is absolutely being pushed on that, right? And what I want you to do even more so, I want you to go onto Bright MLS and I want you to snag some of the pictures from that particular property. And I want you to use those photos to design additional marketing information, right? Go on there, snag the remarks so you have all the details about that property. Because I'm providing some information, which I definitely want every Realty Pro to share, but I don't want you to stop there. Because if you can get 10 marketing pieces from this one property, guess what? You have 10 posts in a luxury space. How will that improve your branding? How will that improve your brand association? Right? What does that look like in terms of teamwork? What does that look like, and how does that benefit your brand recognition for a Porterhouse Realty Pro associated in the luxury space? Our motto is because you deserve the best. We talk about providing this level of white glove service. So having the proof associated with it, that is going to elevate every last Realty Pro who locks into what it is that I'm saying. I love it. I see you, Shayla. Shayla said, I'm locked in. I see you, Miss Pat. I see all of your messages in the chat over there. So one of the things that we're going to do, so we've done a registration link, you guys. If you've been paying attention, then you know your broker has been talking for the last couple months about us delving into this online space where we're doing open houses online, where we're doing our expos online, where we're extending our reach so far beyond just the people who will show up in person, right? And I'll give you an example of this. Mr. Porter and I, some of you may know, others, this may be the first time for you. We lead the marriage ministry at our church. We're over, the family life events. And one of our marriage ministry events, we had been marketing this event for probably about a month and a half or so. And when we got there, we had this dynamic panel discussion, and we probably had about maybe 30 to 40 couples or so show up. And while that was good, that was not great in terms of the numbers that we were looking for. But let me tell you this, we were streaming online. And when we looked at our online stream, we had over 500 couples that joined us on Facebook. We had about another 300 to 400 couples that joined us on YouTube. We had various couples that were joining us on all of these platforms. So where we were looking at about 30 to 40 couples that we were excited and blessed to be able to impart to and have to be part of that experience, we realized something that is absolutely abundant and we are not going to be able to get away from, that you can capture more of an audience having online options in addition to your in-person. So obviously, that is what the goal is for this coming open house on Saturday. Because on Saturday, we have a Zoom option that's available, guys. We want to make sure that we are reaching every last person who wants to be part of it. I love it. Aurelia said online streaming is key. Absolutely, right? So online streaming is key. Nevertheless, the purpose of everything that we're doing is lead capture. Somebody type in that chat, lead capture. Because when we do our Zoom registration link, that gives us the ability to capture the lead information. So that, say by chance you have 15 people that come through the door, that's great. But if you have another 100 people that have joined in some type of way because they watch virtually online, then guess what you've done to your lead capture, guys? You've multiplied that number virtually without having to multiply your efforts physically. And I'm going to say that again because you multiply your output, you multiply your leads, you multiply everything just by adding that virtual component to it. So why am I saying that? Because when you market the open house, I want to make sure that every last Realty Pro, you are adding that QR code, you're adding the link so that you have that lead capture. We will funnel them through. Everybody gets to come on. Everybody's on Zoom. We can determine whether we're going to do two 30-minute tours or if we're going to hold it open for an hour. But my goal is to have us to do two 30-minute tours so that it's structured. You start the first one at 11, you cut that off at 11:30. Maybe the next one you start at 11:31. You know what I mean? But I want to make sure that we have a team of Realty pros that are going to be ready to do that. So you have the first Realty Pro, maybe the, one that's hosting it, that has the device, whether it be a phone or iPad, and you're walking through the property and you're pointing out the features, because every last Realty Pro by then should have had the chance to look at the property description, and hopefully you'll go past and tour the property before the actual open house so that you know what the property entails beyond the photos, so that when you are doing those tours, you know exactly where everything is. So maybe you'll get there, an hour before the open house, or maybe you'll go past tomorrow, or whatever that looks like. One thing I will say is take your shoes off when you go. But I want you guys to be familiar with it so that when you are doing that virtual your virtual open house, which is simply doing a virtual tour because you're walking around with a device and you are walking from room to room and you're pointing out the features and you're taking questions from the audience. You're engaging them in that way. And we are building a breadth of all of the leads and the business that we're going to be able to get as a direct result. All right. So this is one of those instances in which when you show up and you do your part, if you're out there putting those door hangers on, if you're out there door knocking, if you're out there providing the broker's information to the community, then guess what? You have the ability to benefit from the leads that we're capturing. If you are putting in the legwork, if you're doing the things necessary to make sure that this is something that benefits the overall Porterhouse brand, then you will directly benefit from it, right? So this is one of those things that obviously everything that we do is to benefit every last one of us. That's right, Gina. I see you. Gina said lead capture, but it is going to absolutely elevate every last realty pro. And it's one thing if you have, okay, well, just the person, maybe the broker is doing it and this is, her clientele. That is not the Porterhouse way. That's not what the goal is. As the broker, I want for every last realty pro to level up in the same way. Somebody type in that chat, level up together. I love it. Cheryl said, yes, elevate. That is what the goal is. That is the whole Porterhouse model. That is the whole, Porterhouse family. We work together as a team. We elevate as a team. We level up together, guys. This is my push for every last realty pro. All right. So we're excited about that because the first thing we said is online. We're going to post, we're going to market online, we're going to put reels online. I want you guys, again, go to Bright MLS, look at those photos. I'm going to be uploading a virtual tour as well. Look at that virtual tour. Some of you are very creative. I know that it's Maggie. She sent me this gorgeous video that she did on CapCut Premium, right? So if you already have the skill set and you can make those creative marketing pieces, then absolutely do them. And remember, like I said, if you can do 10 different pieces from this one property, then that's even better. Because obviously we need to find a buyer for this property so that our client is very happy. And in addition to finding a buyer, we will get so many leads that we'll find buyers for additional properties that, may be in that community, maybe in a different community. But it's the overall endeavor is meant to have a snowball impact so that there are ripple effects, so that you get more and more business based on your endeavors. So I want you to take this personally. I want you to do everything necessary so that you level up in this arena. Okay. So there are door hangers that we have that need to be hung on the doors directly in that community. There are invitations that we have that need to be passed out in that community, right? I need to know who's available. I need to know when you're available. I need to let you know where that information is. It's going to be right at the office waiting for you, right? So we have to have a schedule of Realty Pros. Obviously, today is Thursday. So we have the rest of the day, we have tomorrow, and then we have Saturday morning to make sure that these things get done, right? And one of the things that we believe in Porterhouse is a unified branding so that just like if you're going to a Starbucks, it's a high level Starbucks, everybody recognizes it when they see it because they say, oh, that's a Starbucks, right? Same thing, no different if you go to whatever your favorite spot is, there's a uniformity in branding so that you have that same quality, the same luxury, the same level of appeal, and it's immediate brand recognition, right? So very important that we stay on that message and we stay with that branding so that everybody who sees it, they will immediately recognize, okay, those are those realty pros. Those are those Porterhouse realty pros. And when we do that, it benefits every last realty pro. Because when you're associated with a brand that has that type of brand recognition and is known for this level of uniformity and excellence, now it elevates you in the mind's eye of your prospects. So let's keep going. So for Saturday, we need people that'll be there for setup and for breakdown. We're having live jazz there. We're having it catered. So there's some things that we'll need set up in terms of food, in terms of, fruit and water and all that good stuff. So we'll need people there that will be, dedicated for setup. dedicated for breakdown, dedicated to make sure that the space remains neat and presentable because this is one of our clients' luxury properties. So we have to make sure that we provide white glove service to our client and make sure that we are protecting his investment so that everything remains impeccable while we're still there. Okay. So that takes a team effort in order for us to do that. Somebody type in the chat team effort. All right. So in addition to that, when we come, we need to all take our shoes off. There are going to be shoe covers there. The seller has requested that everybody remove their shoes, and we want to make sure that we assist people as we're coming in. So what does that mean? That means that we need somebody at the door, making sure to be able to provide shoe covers and assist people that are coming in so that they can take their shoes off, have a designated space for those shoes to go, make sure they get those covers. And then obviously there's registration. We need somebody at registration. You know how we do Porterhouse, we have a QR code for registration. So, and I will say this, registration is required for anybody that comes before they come through that door, they must register. So we have to have all their information. This is one of the ways that we help to keep people accountable. And this is also our accountability endeavor for our client. So that our client, when we give them that report and we provide that feedback, we're able to say, these are the registrants. This is the number of registrants that we had. This is the number of online participants that we had. This is the feedback that we had. Because remember, our goal is to provide that level of excellence in our service to our client as well. Okay. There will be brochures there. So the brochures that are there are for the buyer clients that come through the door, or the customers that I should say that will come through the door. All right. So we're going to provide them with that for our Realty Pros. You guys, I want you to print out that MLS information in advance so that you can familiarize yourself with it, so that you know the property details, so that you can answer those questions for the client. Because as long as you're a Porterhouse Realty Pro, you are able to walk clients through their property and do what you do best as a real estate professional. So I need you to equip yourself with the insight so that you know those property details. You know when it was built, how many bedrooms, bathrooms, the square footage that it has. You have all of those details ready to shine like an expert. Okay. Because another thing that we're doing for this property, I want our Realty Pros on point so that when you have buyers that come through the door, you will have a Realty Pro to take them on a tour. You will provide them with a tour. You'll show them all the information. You'll point out all of the features, advantages, and benefits. You'll show them the details of the property, and you will engage them in conversation and get their feedback. Okay? So these are the roles and things that we need people to fulfill for this open house so that everybody levels up and everybody who locks into what it is that we're doing, we're rising together as a brokerage, as a Porterhouse family. All right. Another aspect, very important for the conversation. We need somebody that's going to be paying attention to kids. So if somebody comes and they have kids, we need to have a designated space where the kids are able to be while their parents tour the property so that their parents are able to go and tour without any issue. If the parents say, okay, well, I want my kids to tour with me, no problem, but we've got to make sure that nobody has anything in their hands, like any type of chips or anything that will cause any type of stains on the carpet. Just make sure that we're mindful so that we keep the property in the most pristine condition. Why am I saying that? Obviously, we're providing food, so we're having it catered, right? We're going to have catering, we're going to have beverages. So to make sure that we are providing this level of care for our client, there's a specific area that's going to be designated for the beverages, for the hors d'oeuvres and all that good stuff. So we want to make sure we have somebody there. Hey, this is the bag, the trash bag to put those things in. And then before they go to tour, nobody's to walk around the property with those things in their hand. All right. So they can refresh themselves in that area. You will have some live jazz in that area as well. But this is what it looks like when we operate as a well-oiled machine. This is what it looks like when we are operating in just the essence of who Porterhouse is. Somebody's paying attention to those details, and we have the warmest, brightest smile on our face with our because you deserve the best personality exuding from the inside of us, so that when those people they encounter Winifred, they say, oh my gosh, she was the warmest, most professional real estate professional that I've ever dealt with. When they encounter Donisha, they say, oh my gosh, she was, so polite and so knowledgeable. This was a tremendous real estate professional. And that is what our goal is for them to say about every single Realty Pro. So I absolutely want you guys to be on point so that we shine together as a team. Like I said, it does no good if one person shines by themselves. We want the whole team to shine together. That is the way, that's who we are. That's the way that we're built. And we want for that to be just the motto for every single Realty Pro. Okay. So we want to make sure that we provide, as we're wrapping up the section about the kids, a support to the parents that's a concierge type support, but it's calm and it's classy, right? And I say that on purpose because my husband comes from a background of education, and we know some teachers, when they're dealing with kids, they can be kind of sharp. You do this, you do that, but no, no, no. We're providing calm, classy, concierge type of, service so that if people do come in with kids, they know that, hey, we're there to be of service to them. All right. And then one of the things that's going to be most important, well, before I go there, let me say this. Once we do this right, I see you, Denise. You said, I love it. I have not experienced this at any other real estate brokerage. Well, Denise, I love it because neither have we. That's who we are at Porterhouse. That's the culture that we build at Porterhouse. That is what we do. Okay. So, as a team, I want every last Realty Pro to shine. You are a Porterhouse Realty Pro, and your name carries weight. I'll reiterate before, this is probably the maybe fourth company that we've had. We have had four national brands to reach out to us and attempt to either purchase us or recruit us. We've had people to reach out and say, what you guys are doing is phenomenal. We haven't seen anybody do what you're doing. We really want you guys to be part of, who we are. And some of them have come with a soft approach and some of them have come with a more aggressive approach. But the purpose in all of that is just like you said, Denise, what we have is so special, it's so rich. The culture is so different than other brokerages. We have people that are aggressively going after our agents. They're saying, hey, whatever we have to do to get your agents, we want them at our brokerage. And listen, we love all of our agents. And if, they choose to be at another brokerage, that's a choice as well. But what we have is so special. People are noticing and they are saying, whatever it is that you guys are doing, we want that at our company. So be aware. You guys are special. You guys are getting noticed by national brands on a stage that goes well beyond maybe a transaction that you're working on, but your brokerage and what it is and how the level and the caliber of service that we're providing is now associated with every single Realty Pro up under the Porterhouse umbrella. So when you put that out there, the because you deserve the best, the Porterhouse Realty Pro, you are being noticed all over the place. So this is the level of standard that not only do we provide, but we endeavor to just perfect. All right. So let's be mindful. We're having those conversations with them. We're providing this calm, classy type of help. So what does that mean? That means that when we come, all of us, you need to be dressed appropriately, right? We're not dressing casually. Everybody, you need to be dined out. You need to look the part. You need to have on some level of business attire, whether it's a suit or whether it's a business, maybe a blouse with some nice slacks or whatever it is. You need to dress the part. For guys, you need to have on some type of blazer. Ladies, if you want to wear a blazer, that's great. If you don't, we can wear blouses. But for Saturday, we want to make sure that we look the part as well because you deserve the best. Everything that we do, when we say because you deserve the best, we should embody that, right? So for Saturday, we can talk about what colors, whether if we want to coordinate black or gray or, white, however we want to coordinate that, we can talk about it and we'll put that out by Friday, no later than tomorrow. Absolutely. So that everybody knows how to coordinate. But beforehand, I want us to, get some maybe group photos because we're promoting this information. We're marketing it so that when people see it, they're like, oh, wow, those Realty Pros, there they are. They're at it again, those Porterhouse Realty Pros. It's really, really, really getting the attention of some very big players. So know this, when they come after you, they're coming after you because they see that you're a Porterhouse Realty Pro and they see the standard that we carry. So let's keep moving. All right. So as we go throughout, we're going to go from a space where we have live jazz throughout. We're going to have the catering. We may even have a person that has a reality TV show for, luxury listings to come through as well. Mr. Porter and I had a conversation with him yesterday. So it's possible that he'll be there to do some clips to film to give us that national exposure for just, the way that we host our open houses. If that's the case, then we'll all be able to be part of that. But I want you to come with your porterhouse best because that's the way that we're operating. So everything that we do from our online, marketing of this event, the team effort where we go and promote this event and pass out the brokerage information, put those door hangers, pass out the invitations, make sure that people know, capture those leads, come in and host and serve with that white level or white glove experience that all of our clients will have. That is the Porterhouse model. All right. So when we do this right, the home shines, the brand shines, and each and every last Realty Pro shines. So our goal is to make sure that we deliver this experience, this unforgettable experience that we're doing. Okay. So I'm going to pause there for a moment because I want to see if anybody has any questions, if anybody has any comments, if anybody has any suggestions, because I know that a number of our Realty Pros have been well trained in Porterhouse open houses, but this is the broker level open house. This is the new standard. Okay. Everything that we're doing, level up. So I'm going to pause right there. I want to hear from you guys. Any questions that you have, any comments, any suggestions? Because listen, I want us to leave fired up. I want every last Realty Pro ready. So when we say, who are we? We say Porterhouse. Listen, we're Porterhouse Realty Pros. This is who we are. This is our standard, guys. All right. So I'm going to pause there. I'm going to pass the floor over to you guys. Aurelia, I see that you've unmuted.
Yeah, I have a question about the setup and breakdown. What time do you have a time that we're actually going to meet there to set up? Because I know the caterers and every are going to be there as well. What time are you setting aside for that?
Got it. So I would say anytime between 9 and maybe 10 at the latest AM for
Okay.
setup because it's going to start at 11. And the caterers, they're dropping off, they're setting up, and they'll be done after they drop off and they set up. So we'll
Oh,
be the ones there to make sure that we manage everything.
okay. Then I had a question about the brochure handouts. Are the brochures and the that door hangers already at the office, or is there going to be a time to actually pick those up?
So they will be at the office today no later than 3.
Okay, so now I'll just pick it up tomorrow morning. Okay, but they'll be there. Okay, and hold on, I had another question about something else. I think that was it mainly, just another time. Um, yeah. Okay, I think that's it for right now. Um, Thank you. That was
You
good
are welcome.
information, good preparation. And we'll start working towards um, online posting.
Excellent, excellent. Good question. Who else? Cheryl, I see you've unmuted yourself. Donisha, I see you've unmuted yourself too. Cheryl and
I
then
just
Donisha.
I just have a question for Aurelia. You're picking up brochures and stuff tomorrow. Are you door knocking tomorrow?
Yes, do you want to go with me?
Yeah, I could do that. Are you
Okay.
doing? Is that okay, Jasmine? If we do it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Anytime between now and the open house.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yep.
because we'll view the property as well, like you said, to get
Yeah.
familiar with the property
Mhm.
and the surroundings. Okay, that sounds great. Yeah,
Let me
I
know what
will.
time you want to meet, and I can meet you there.
Okay, I'll call you
I'm
after
just
and let you
I'm not
know
available on Saturday, but I'd like to help.
on Friday. Okay.
Yep.
Outstanding.
Okay.
So the brochures will be for the open house, but you will have flyers and you'll have invitations and you'll have door hangers.
Okay. Another thing I wanted to ask, as far as when we do the postings, Can we personalize them, or do we have to keep everything as far as the branding? Um, uh, because I did see one, Denise, you did an awesome job with the post that you sent us on WhatsApp. And I was
Yeah,
wondering if I could
that was nice.
interchange the picture on it and just, do more personalizing for it, for the advertisement. Is that what we're doing as a brokerage?
So you can personalize it. The marketing information that we're sending out definitely has your broker's information on there, but I
Right.
just put a version in WhatsApp that has no picture on it. You can
You
put
did?
your picture at the
Okay.
bottom. Take a look at that. That way you
Oh,
guys will be able to see it.
okay.
You
Yeah,
can put
good.
your, I know
Okay.
some people know how to put the picture on the bottom. They know how to put the number
Yes.
there on the bottom, but there's a version there that is pictureless.
Good. Okay. I'll look at that.
All right. Great question.
Hmm.
Anybody else?
Oh, I do see that. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hmm.
So this may be too far into the weeds, but as far as the catering, are they dropping off gloves as well, or 'cause I have some that I can bring? I'm just curious.
Bring some gloves.
Okay,
Great
I'll bring
and
question.
some just in
then
case. Okay.
Hmm.
as far as doing the door hangers, because it's supposed to rain all this weekend, so are we covering them, or is everything like weatherproof? How does that work?
So that is a great question. And my thought is with the door hangers, most doors are set back far enough from the rain that the door knob itself doesn't get wet. So I think if you put the door hanger on the doorknob, it should be fine. Has
It,
anybody else had a different experience?
yes. Hold on. Did I? I just want to mention there are, and I forgot where I got them from, but I'll find out. But there are actually plastic covers that you can put the door hangers in, so that they don't get wet.
That's a
Um,
very good idea.
so
Yeah,
I'll
I
find
think you
out
got,
where we put those where we got those from, but they actually have the holes so that they fit through, on the doorknob, and you insert your information inside of those.
I think you got them from Amazon because I had a few for some door
Yeah, I'm gonna
knocking
see
that
if I
I
have
did.
some left. Yes.
Yeah,
Do you
I'll look
think
and
you
see if
still
I
have
have some.
some? Oh, good.
I'll look and see if I still have some. We could use those.
Okay.
And then
Excellent.
lastly, again, because of the rain, do we have like umbrella bags or somewhere to put the wet umbrellas as the clients or potential clients are coming in?
Great, great, great thought there. See, this is why the teamwork makes the dream work. So we will
Absolutely.
we will need some type of umbrella receptacle. So we're open to ideas. So whether those are bags or whether that's something that they sit them in and pick them up when they're leaving, that I'm so glad you said it.
Thank you. And it looked like someone said in the chat, I think it was Winifred, that she has bags. Yes. Winifred says she has a
Perfect.
ton. And Winifred, I'm guessing that's for the umbrella, not the door.
Excellent. Let us know. She said it's for the door hangers.
Hi, guys. I'm,
Hello, Denise.
hi. I'm going to see if I can find at least 3 extra large umbrellas. So maybe what we can do, we can assist the clients or the buyers who are coming in to look at the property. So rather than use their own umbrellas, maybe we can assist them, walk them to the front door. I'm going to see if I can find something huge. And
That
that
would be
might be
perfect.
something that help. Yeah, and that way we're using the same umbrellas for each. We have at least 3 of them and we're able to rotate. Whoever comes next, maybe we can assist them at the garage and then walk them around to the front of the house.
Now you're
So,
talking. Now you're talking. I love it.
yeah, I just want to say this is so powerful and I love all of you guys. Like I said, I've never been a part of anything like this. I am amazed. I am. I'm just thinking that, You never cease to amaze me. That's what I just want to say to you. To all of you, I mean, meeting you guys, I can't wait to get to see everybody. I'm not going to be available on the 23rd because we're doing the open house. And on that 30th, we're actually having a graduation party for my two girls graduated from Towson. You guys are all welcome to come, but I'm looking forward to being able to be at an event so I can meet everybody and get to know you. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. We love you too, Denise. We love every
Okay,
last one of you.
Jasmine, this is Gina.
Hello,
Hey,
Gina.
I have some large umbrellas that I can bring as well if we need. I have at least, I think, two, so I can bring them as well.
Outstanding. I love it. Teamwork makes the dream work. Who else? I love it, Realty Pros. That's exactly what we're here for, Miss Pat. I
I
see
was
you.
going to ask about signs. Will we have to put those up
Yes. So we
on
do
Saturday?
have
Okay,
we
okay.
have customized signs as well.
Okay, we'll get those Saturday then. All right.
Yep.
Sounds good.
So as it pertains to access, it is a gated community. So it's Oak Creek. It's right in, one of the communities off of the Church Road area. So access, the guard at the gate, he's aware that we are having an open house on Saturday. So you let him know you're with Porterhouse. You have an open house and you provide him with the property address. When you provide him with the property address, he is going to simply open the gate and allow you access. So anybody that you provide the information to, you let them know to inform the guard that they are there for the open house and provide that property address and they'll be allowed access to. That allows them to bypass needing a fob, that allows them to bypass having to call the owner and have them to approve them to access it. Just let them know you're a Porterhouse Realty Pro or they're a guest coming to the open house.
I do have a question about that because I have not fully read the flyer. But
Mhm.
for those who are registering to actually come, since there is a gated, because I was wondering if it was a gated community. What is their process explained so that they know exactly what to do when they do come? How does that work for those who are coming coming for the open house?
Excellent question too. So when people register, we get an email and we have all of their information and we will provide those access details to them.
Okay, excellent.
Yep.
Okay.
And if you want, we can forward you the emails if you want to be the point person to provide them with those access instructions.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Absolutely. Great question. Who else?
Okay. Just want to be sure. I would just give them the same type of instructions that we had, that they must provide the property address at the gate when they come. Is that what the main
That's
thing?
correct. That's the
Okay.
main thing, that they're here for the open house, the Porterhouse open house.
Okay. And will I get those by email when they register, or how does that work?
So they're going to come directly to the brokerage's account, all of the registrations for people who scan the QR code. So if you see the flyers that we've put out there, they have a QR code for registration. That's a
Mhm.
Zoom link QR code. So once they do, we get an email. It tells me Aurelia Douglas has registered for the event, and it's going to send you a confirmation that you've registered, and it gives us your email address, your name, telephone number. Then after we get that information, we're able to send you a follow-up email to say, hey, we're excited that you've RSVP for the open house. Here are access details. When you come on Saturday, here's what to expect. We look forward to seeing you there.
Okay, I'll talk to you as far as access, so that I can do that and follow up,
Okay.
if that's what you need me to do. Okay, sounds
Sounds
good.
good. Great questions. You see why? This is why teamwork makes the dream work. Every single joint supplies. If you ever feel like, oh, I don't have a significant contribution, you are mistaken. Every last one of us has something to add, some way
Mhm.
to benefit it, some way to help elevate the experience as a whole.
Definitely.
All right. Anybody else? All right, Realty Pros, listen, if you've asked all of your questions, if you've given all of your contributions, you might say, well, you know what? There's something that I didn't think about when we were on the call, but I thought about it now. Just give me a call. Drop it in the group chat. But I want you guys to be vocal in the group chat so that the rest of our Realty Pros too, they can catch the momentum and they can get involved. And every last one of us will be able to benefit just from all of the expertise, from the insight, from the information, from the teamwork, because if you can't tell, it is infectious. So just continue to be excellent like you already are. We're very excited to be able to have all of our Realty Pros, to come along and elevate in this way. I see you, Ronald. You said access control at the gated community for the open house. Is that the number for the front gate?
Yes, my son lives in that neighborhood.
Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. Absolutely. So then that's another way for us to contact them. So that's great. So we've been in touch with the guard at the gate already. So he has the information. They've added it to the calendar. They have our direct contact information. Now we have their number. So thank you for that. I hope you guys can see that in the chat. Ronald has provided the access control telephone number for that community. All right. So we're going to end maybe for the last few minutes on the most significant part of all of it. Because obviously we do the events, there's a lot leading up to it. There's a lot of teamwork. There's a lot of, collaboration. There's a lot to make sure that it's a success. All of that success is for naught unless we do the follow-up. And that follow-up and that follow-through is what converts the leads that we're going to be working to build. The follow-up and the follow-through is what's actually going to cause those to be closed deals for Porterhouse. Okay. So in terms of follow-up, we want to follow up with people right away. We want to follow up with people. If we can follow up the same day, great. The next day, okay. But you don't want to get beyond that. After 48 hours follow up, then people start to kind of wane. So you want to reach out to them right away. If you follow up with a text message as soon as you get them, great. Phone call, voicemail, email, that's one follow up. Then you want to follow up again. Like we said, you want to follow up a minimum of 8 to 12 times consistently because that's where the conversion happens. And with these people who are coming into the open house, some of them, this is going to be the perfect price point for them, and that's why they're there. Others are there to whet their appetite. Maybe their price point is maybe 1.5, or maybe their price point is in a different bracket, but we won't know that just yet. Nevertheless, every single lead is a valuable lead because if they're there to tour homes, we know that studies say 52% of buyers that are in the market are going to open houses. So just know that if they're there, they're significant and we need to follow up with them so that we can follow through, we can convert them. That will be your buyer. And obviously the goal is, like we've been saying the whole time, is to build your pipeline so that you have closing after closing for not only 2026, but 2026 and beyond. So when I say how fast will you follow up, I need you guys to say same day. Let's try it. All right, Realty Pros, how fast will you follow up?
Same day.
I hear you. I see it in the chat. I'm going to ask you one more time. How fast are you going to follow up?
Same day.
Same day.
There you go. I love it. And then when we say, what do we deliver? We deliver a white glove service. And that's what separates us from other brokerages, right? What do we deliver, Realty Pros? You say white glove service. What do we deliver?
White glove service. Oh, I'm sorry.
You got it. What do we deliver?
Service, white glove service.
There you go. Absolutely. So our standard is because you deserve what does that mean? That means that we are delivering a luxury experience every time. So whether somebody is 2.2 million, 500,000, we're delivering this level of luxury excellence to every single person because that's our standard and that's who we are. All right. So when I say what's the standard, you say luxury every time. What's the standard, Realty Pros?
Luxury every time.
There you go. I love it. So Our motto is because you deserve the best. I want you guys to embody that. Take it to heart because that's who you are. That's the brand that you are a part of. And that's the level of service that we provide. So it's that with that I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to open up the floor. If anybody has any last minute questions, comments, any insights or recommendations for this coming Saturday, I want for you guys to drop your availability. We went through a list of things that need to be done for the open house. Now I want you to volunteer for the piece that speaks most to you. Okay. So I'm going to drop in the group chat what those specific roles and functions are. And I need for you guys to say, okay, this is what I'd love to do. I'd love to do this. I'd love to do that, so that we have everybody already assigned and you will know what your stations are. You will know what time you need to be there. Everybody will have their marching orders and we will operate like a well-oiled machine. All right. So if you already know what it is that you'd like to do, I want you to drop it in the group chat. Okay. If you already know what times you're available, like Cheryl said, I'm not going to be able to be there for Saturday, but I want to help to market for this event. So she's going to be able to go out and door knock and place door hangers. Whatever it is your contribution is, I want to hear it. I want it to be seen. I want you to put it in the group chat and let's do what we do best. Let's win. All right, Realty Pros. It is with that I will say, if you have any final things that you'd like to say, this is your moment. We will, let's see, today is Thursday. We will coordinate one more call. We'll coordinate another call to make sure that we are all prepared. So on tomorrow, maybe tomorrow evening, we'll establish a time tomorrow evening so that we coordinate a call and everybody knows their stations based on what it is that you guys have already volunteered for. If there are any roles that are unfulfilled based on the volunteers, then we'll assign those at those times so that people will know where to go, what to do, and we'll be ready, right? We'll be ready for game day, which is Saturday. All right, Realty Pros. Are you ready?
We're
Yes.
ready.
We're
Yay.
ready. All right. Well, if this information was beneficial to you, drop something in the chat. Let me see your reactions. If you're excited for Saturday, if you're ready to win, if you're ready to serve with excellence, let me see you drop something. I see you. I see your hearts. I see you, Shay. I see you, Cheryl. I love it. I see you, Donisha. I see you guys. All right, Denise. I see you. I see you, Gina. I see you, Shayla. I see you, Miss Pat. I see all of you. I see all of our Realty Pros. Well, let's do what we do best, Realty Pros. Let's win. All right.
Don't go
If
yet.
all right, what do you have for us, Miss Pat?
I was saying, don't go yet. I want Aurelia and Cheryl to speak briefly on something, please.
Outstanding. Outstanding. And listen, let me say this. While we're marketing online, Realty Pros, email this information out to your sphere. Every last Realty Pro, you all have constant contact. Send this flyer out. Send it to everybody that you have in there. If
Yeah.
you haven't downloaded A to Z groups, right, you should. That way you can text it to everybody as well. But make this a movement where you are leveling up so that everybody that you're connected with already knows about this opportunity. You might be the one to bring the buyer.
Yeah.
And how will that affect your business if you come with the buyer?
Mm.
So I wanted to leave you with that. All right. Be diligent, be focused, and just do what you do best, Realty Pros. Thank you so
Mm.
much. And with
Can I
that,
say one thing before you turn
Sh-
it over to Miss Pat?
yes, Mr. Porter, of course.
Guys, so I don't know if you've been thinking about this, and I know we've talked about a lot of ways to get leads. Okay. One of the most effective ways that I've found to get leads, and you've heard it a million times, is through your sphere of influence. In other words, the people that you already know, the people who have already contacted you, they're already in your phone. And I'll tell you what's happening right now in 2026. A lot of the leads that you had in 24 and 25 that kind of went cold, they disappeared on you, they went dormant. They're ready now, but nobody's called them.
Mm,
This is a perfect opportunity, and that you can look at statistically, especially in Prince George's County in DC, those people are interested now. So this is the time to start to invite them, even if they come in to be looky-loos. You never know who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. Like nobody knew that Ronald's son lived in that community until he just said it.
mm-hmm,
So there are so many opportunities that are in your hand, in your phone, in your contacts, in your email list. Take a moment, go into constant contact, send out a blast email about the open house. Take a moment, go to A to Z, send out a blast text message about the open house. Invite people and tell people, hey, I don't know if you know anybody who has $3 million and is looking for a house, but you seem like the type of person that does. And if they're not
mm-hmm.
available, we want you to come anyway. So invite people that are in your contact list. Do not judge people by what you think they have or what you think they know. You will be surprised. That's all I wanted to say.
I love it. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Porter. You never know, the person you invite might live next door to the person who's looking for that home. They might say, hey, this will be perfect for so and so. All right, so with that, Realty Pros, I'm going to turn it over to Miss Pat. Everybody else who's not on the committee that Miss Pat's meeting with, you guys are free to be dismissed for today. Go
Not
and have
yet,
a
not yet.
productive. Oh, not
Not
yet.
yet,
Okay, then I'm
not
gonna
yet.
turn it over
We
to you
want to grab
officially.
them too. Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to just turn it over to Aurelia and to Cheryl. They have something to say. But also to remind folks, check out your text messages because you can see other ways to work with your text messaging. We've got A to Z and other formats as well. Use those to get the word out. And now Aurelia and Cheryl briefly.
Okay, I'm
This is
just going to say that I'm excited about what has been shared at the open house. I know it's going to be a great experience for all of us as we kind of come together and work as a team. So I'm excited about that. But I also wanted to share a quick update regarding our upcoming virtual home buyers expo, which will be Zoom on Saturday, June the 20th from 11 to 12. This event will focus on our community heroes, including the police officers, first responders, teachers, and other essential professionals. Over the past few weeks, we actually been having meetings with the Expo Planning Committee, and we've been working diligently to prepare for the event. So far, we have secured the speakers, and we also we're working on finalizing the flyer. So we invite all of you, all of our Realty Pros, to join us on Wednesdays, which will continue to meet on Wednesday for preparing for the meetings. It'll be from 7 until 8 as we continue to prepare for a successful expo. Now, Ms. Pat will be posting the Zoom link in WhatsApp to prepare for these meetings. So please check the WhatsApp for the meetings. It will probably show up just before or probably the day of the meetings. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to Cheryl, who will share important information regarding ways that we can participate and help to make this event a great successful success. So Cheryl, I just want you to continue to share that information.
Thank you, Aurelia. Thank you, Miss Pat. Hello, everyone. I just really want to encourage you to join us in the planning meetings. Your insight and your ideas are very valuable. We are working right now on finalizing or coming up with a flyer, and we probably need your help with that. As Aurelia said, we meet on Wednesdays from 7 to 8. And then once the flyer is finalized, there are a few ways that we can communicate the expo. We can do constant contact Mondays, social media Tuesdays, lead locomotive Thursdays, and lead locomotive can be in your neighborhood, or we can meet at the office and we can all go out into the community. But whatever we decide to do as a group, and also your participation when the expo is going on is valuable. We'll be communicating in the WhatsApp. And so I just want to encourage you to check it from time to time. As Aurelia said, Ms. Pat will put the Zoom link in the WhatsApp for our next meeting. And I hope to see you there. That's all I
So
have.
we turn it back over to Ms. Pat if you have any additional things to add, Ms. Pat. But we're looking forward to this being a very successful event. But of course, just as Mrs. Porter shared, even with the open house, it takes all of us. We have great ideas when we come together, and this is the reason why we're, inviting you to our Wednesday meetings. And like I said, we know that by posting and doing all these different things, we have plenty, ample time right now, maybe 3 to 4 weeks, to actually get this information out, because it is Zoom only, virtual only. That makes it even better. And we have excellent time right now to kind of work together to make this happen. Thank you.
I think that sums everything up. I pray that everyone will join us on Wednesdays and look out at who you might share this information with, both for the open house and for the expo as well. We think it's going to be a blessing. And I praise God for all of you joining in with us and coming in with your ideas, with your opportunities to serve. Even if this is your first time, come in and check us out. Well, because we'll be hosting others throughout the year, and you'll have opportunities to do more. So come in to grow, come in to share what you know, come in to provide your expertise, come in to encourage us, just to let us know that you're there with us. But let's come and do this. Let's do both these together. The open house is critical, but also this is as well. So we love you and we praise God for you. That's all I have, Miss Jasmine.
All right, Realty Pros, you guys are the best, and I am honored to be your broker. We are blessed with the best, absolute best people on the earth. I'm convinced. So you guys go and have a productive rest of the day. If you need anything, I am available. You can give me a call. All right. Talk to you soon, Realty Pros. Have a great day.
You
Have a great day,
too.
You
everybody.
do.
Bye-bye.
Yes, sir.